We have a new YouTube channel. It's called RCE, Red Cow Entertainment Pods. And Clips. We've recorded a lot of podcasts. We intend on recording more podcasts.
That's right.
We want to do shorter form type stuff. But some of this, as we make more and more content, you might not necessarily want it here on the main channel.
Yeah.
So we're going to put it over there. So that means that on this main channel, you get Tuesday content, Sunday content, and a lot of times Friday content. But over there on the other channel, we're going to start releasing things like really funny clips from podcasts.
Yeah. Stuff you may have missed. Stuff you may have not even known existed.
Almost certainly. We have almost no subscribers there right now.
Yeah.
So please.
You can get it on the ground floor.
Yeah, get in on the ground floor. Be a real fan.
Yeah.
There's some really hilarious stuff over there. The thumbnails should guide you through.
The thumbnails are really good, by the way.
Another thing is, like, we've done movie reviews. Let's say that you didn't see half the movies.
Yeah.
So you didn't want to watch the whole hour-long thing. Now you can just watch a 5-minute review of a movie.
What did we think about, for example, The Revenant?
So go over there, please subscribe.
Check it out. I want to see you there. Fish skis and a new and improved cheeses today on BoxMac. Let's make it. No commentary. No, nothing at all. We're just cooking back. We're getting out of here. We're going home.
We unboxed these a few weeks ago.
We did.
This one's cheddar, hatch green chili, and garlic. This is from FishSki Provisions, which is a private company.
This is cheddar, red hatch, chili, and bell pepper. Made in Colorado.
So we thought it would be fun to compare these, or not so much compare them.
Yeah, but just pair them with.
Theme them with Mac and Cheesus sent us a reformulations configurations.
Yes. We've got 2 macaroni and cheeses that are in a reformulations configurations. Did we get any information about the nature of the reconfiguration?
From Mac and Cheesus, hey guys, was hoping I could send you some more Mac and Cheeses for a taste test. My manufacturer changed the cheese recipe on the most recent batch, and I can't tell if there's a difference in finished product. Thought you'd be the best to ask.
I am happy to. This is a service I'm happy to provide for the community at large.
Hashtag eat for an adventure. FishSki provides comfort food with adventurous flavors to inspire bolder living.
Yeah.
They want you to try new things.
The chili smell really fresh.
Cool. They donate 1% of every sale to protect outdoor heritage.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We support local conservation and recreational access efforts.
I am very much in favor of that.
That ensure great fishing and skiing. Yeah, these are pretty much all charity bags.
Yeah.
And that probably explains the name.
The FishSki. I was wondering where that came from. You can do these camping style too.
We won't remind you that we've mocked the idea of eating mac and cheese in a camp setting.
That one has a nice thing on it. This one didn't. The chilies are not in a separate packet. They come already mixed in, which is a nice convenience factor. Plus, you're always supposed to boil chilies to make sure that they're free of, trouble.
We talked once about, like, do we feel pressure to like a mac and cheese when somebody that's like an individual or an independent producer is making it? Maybe a little bit of pressure.
Maybe a little bit.
But I do have to say, like, between Mac and Cheesus and this, like, the graphic design, we've talked a lot about that with Mac and Cheesus. These guys have their graphic design on point as well.
Yes, attractive packaging, very attractive.
And there's a lot of quality control when it's independent.
Yes, I can tell that these chilies are already much higher quality than the ones we've had in, like, the Velveeta.
It's kind of like when people reach out to us. We're media creators who are very independent.
Yeah.
And so when you buy a Blu-ray from us,
you're gonna get the best quality.
it actually will. Printed from my computer.
Frankie's own.
With a little ink on my hands at the end.
Yes.
And crafted Blu-rays.
Ooh, the cheese is different. It is now not in a clear sachet anymore, and it's clearly labeled the Pasta Shop cheddar cheese.
Which she was like being dodgy about.
Kind of giving it away there.
She was kind of dodging, saying that it was from the pasta shop. Now it's right on Front Street.
Yeah, there's no clumping. There's no caking, and that may be a function of the new packaging or a new formulation.
That's a good thing, because I had some mac and cheese that was sitting in my house for a long time.
Yeah.
And then I had it, many months later, and the cheese had like kind of clumped.
Yes. Still calls for the same basic mix.
I still appreciate the interior print. I like the extra mile.
Do a little search for you. Figure out how much these FishSki cost.
Auto ship is here, so you can never run out. 2 bags is $7.70. So
Okay.
it's like
$3.50. That's not that bad at all.
It's what you're gonna be
Very
paying.
reasonable. Cracker Barrel has gone way up.
What are we talking?
We're talking in Walmart now, which is a leading national discounter, $4.48.
Do we need to turn on Cracker Barrel a little bit? Like, hey man, we got you where you are now.
I have seen it for $5.29 in higher priced supermarkets. That is ridiculous.
3 of each.
Yep.
For $22. 22 divided by 6.
Yeah, what is that? Like, it's similar in price.
When I go to restaurants, I'm not the guy who carries the 0 or moves the decimal point or rounds up.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who takes his calculator out, takes the final amount, times 0.18.
Yep.
Right? because at some point or another, 15%. 15%
15 went away.
became, yeah, I'm not sure how. Like, how did a percent amount inflate? And at some point, everybody started doing 20.
Well, I think that there was an intentional kind of, effort to get people to pay 20. Now they put the thing at the bottom that it only suggests 18 or 20%, like does the math for you.
I mean, if the dollar amount of the food goes up,
yeah.
15% is going to go with it.
Not only that, Frankie, but traditionally, one does not tip on the tax.
Right.
Right.
And I do.
Yes, we all do, even when you do your 18%.
Right. It's not a fun part of the meal.
No.
Doing the math and doing the whole thing.
No.
But it's the quickest way, and in my opinion, the fairest way. So there's no rounding down, there's no rounding up. There's not like one time where somebody got a little screwed, one time where somebody like made out like a bandit.
Yeah.
None of that.
I mean, I just do the 10% times 2, which is 20, right? So take 10%, which is easy to calculate. If your bill's $23, it's 230 times 2, 460 is 20%.
I've never heard a good argument for tips. Never heard a good argument.
Well, we just need to pay servers more.
It's one of the few industries that has decided we're not going to pay for our employees. You are. Normally, you charge what's necessary to pay for all aspects of your business.
Yeah.
People get they'll be like, well, fine, but the food prices are going to go up. And I'm like, no problem. I'm paying the tip already. I suppose the only good argument for it is that if you work in a high-scale restaurant, you can actually make more money through that model.
Of course, but if you're in a higher-priced restaurant, you're going to make more money anyway, which is why would you want to be a waiter at a Denny's or a waitress at a Denny's when you could be a waitress at Olive Garden and make twice as much on your tips?
Right. Do you think Olive Garden's more selective with their wait staff?
Maybe. I was going to say Matt worked there, but don't.
The whole Ziosk thing.
I actually like it.
Well, I do too, except you and I ran into a problem.
Yeah.
You said, well, this ought to make it easy to charge John for John's meal and me for my meal. But no, the only option was to split the bill in half.
But I've seen
like old men.
In other restaurants, they have that option.
This was at Friendly's.
Yes.
We don't actually have a lot of Denny's out this way.
No, we don't.
But they just opened one in Fall River.
Yep.
And it was abysmal.
Really? Was it that bad?
It was really bad. Denny's menu is kind of, it's gone the way of like a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Where it's all mutant food. Are you a little afraid of how spicy it's going to be?
Yeah.
What happened to all the water?
That's what it's supposed to be. We might have to add a little bit back in if it's too thick.
So this is actually like an evaporated water kind of thing?
Yeah, so you just leave a little tiny bit of water until the water is mostly absorbed, then turn off the heat and vigorously stir in the contents of your cheese pouch.
Vigorous. Can I tell you a story? I was at a work conference where I was with other colleagues in my profession. They were doing that crap where like they play games and stuff. Like, okay, we're gonna play get to know ya bingo. So you have to find somebody in the room who also likes reality TV. And like you get like bingo, you're like, I got bingo. It's the worst. There was this one like kind of short, really nice girl there.
Yeah.
And she like kept like succeeding at all the activities and games. And every time she would bounce her shoulders to like, she'd be like, what is that?
She's just really excited about life.
Most of the chilies are on the spoon.
And again, we're gonna get the creaminess from the starch because we didn't drain. This is a non-draining mac. Frankie, you want to serve up that one? The pink is mild. The green is called a hint of spice.
No GMOs, that's probably a good thing.
We're going to start with the pink, which is the mild.
Cheddar, hatch red chili, and bell peppers.
Yeah. It's not very creamy. It's got a decent cheese flavor.
I like the chilies.
Chilies came out really
And
good.
it does have an overall good flavor.
Yeah.
Did it need a little more water?
It just came out a little dry.
It's definitely spicy.
I like the flavor a lot, actually.
Yeah, this is the green.
A little spicier. There's more spice to it. The cheese flavor is largely the same. Again, good cheese flavor, but there's not a lot of creaminess.
Those are good chilies, though.
Best chilies we've ever had in the macaroni and cheese for sure.
I had a hatch chili mac and cheese at the Caesars buffet in Las Vegas, and it tastes a lot like this, just a lot more creamy.
I think a little bit of butter, like just a tablespoon, would help a lot. I understand for a camping mac on the road, if we had let this go a little bit less and kept a little more water in it, let it be a little more creamy, I think it would have been better. But as it's miles beyond that other camping mac.
One of the problems with a mac and cheese not being creamy is that it loses its heat fast.
Yes.
So it's not only dry, but it's also a little cold.
Yes.
So that's my feedback.
Meanwhile, we got the cheeses here, very different color profile.
Yeah, it's like white.
It's very light. The creaminess is the same, but it's got the same amount of butter.
I'd say the creaminess is up.
Yeah, I gotta say, this is a step down. It's super buttery.
Why do I taste like sugar? Do you taste what I taste?
Yeah, there's a little bit of sugar
it's like
in it.
sweet. What's going on with this mac?
I don't know. This is very
I do
strange.
like that it's creamier. I think that's a great step in the right direction.
The cheese is very weak.
It doesn't taste right.
No, it doesn't. It's not nearly as good as the previous one was. The pasta's still just as good. And there's a weird sweet note that tastes kind of like a baked good, like a professional baked
Zach,
good.
can you verify that we're tasting what we think we're tasting?
Yeah, can we have an independent analysis from Zach?
I don't care for it.
No.
I identify.
Roll back. Roll back.
It just comes off super buttery, and it's got the same amount of butter it always
It
had.
tastes like brown butter and no cheese.
Yeah.
It tastes like buttered noodles.
Yes, well buttered noodles. We gotta let her know.
She's gonna know.
I hope this is just a prototype and not a full-fledged production Mac, but switch back.
Some good Macs here. I think the FishSki provisions,
The
check them out.
FishSki is definitely the best camping Mac we've ever had. You could easily make this on your campsite.
It's also easy to make them. But I really think they need to address the cream problem.
Yes.
Like look, it's pretty dry looking right there. Look at that.
It sure is. Even if we had added a little more water. Well, next time, some big frozen deals. Oprah, Cracker Barrel, Wicked Good. We'll see you that time on BoxMac.
Mac and cheese, chilies, peppers, less to prep, and lets you eat for an adventure. The flavor that pops, the Mac's so good you can't stop.